that your cell phone doesn't have to be on speaker when you're out in a quiet public area?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you remember that article that everyone was talking about that said physicists finally solved Einstein's equations and have determined with 400% certainty that if you're out in public and you're on your phone but it's not on speaker, the entire universe will explode?
Of course. I mean, why else would everyone put their phone on speaker when they're in public?
Well, apparently the scientists didn't use enough sig figs in their answer, so turns out the universe will be just fine. And you don't have to have speakerphone conversations when you're around people who don't give a shit.
See, I knew sig figs would come in handy someday.
Hey, did you know that there's no law stating that you have to post a selfie when you're at the gym?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I went to everylawintheuniverse.org and looked up every law in the universe, and not one of them said that you have to post a selfie every time you go to the gym.
But that still doesn't explain every person who's been to the gym ever.
Well, apparently researchers have determined with 900% certainty that those people were actually aliens from another planet where they do have a law that says, yeah, it's gotta be every time. Even like...
But I thought you checked every law in the universe.
No, they're from another universe.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you know that you don't drop dead if you leave social media without announcing it to everyone?
There's no way.
It's true.
So you're saying that it won't kill people to just not go on social media anymore without announcing it to everyone? I don't believe it.
I know, because we analyzed every single human who has died before the year 2000, and we found that the common link between them was the fact that right before they died, none of them posted on social media that they were leaving social media. So we just assumed that was a law of the universe, and that's why everyone has to announce when they're leaving social media.
Exactly, the data was all there.
But apparently, the whole not leaving social media thing wasn't the actual cause of death. There was a completely different factor that we weren't accounting for.
No way.
And that was the fact that, none of them had their COVID booster shots.
It makes so much sense now.
Hey, did you know that you aren't required to stick your dick in the hole of a guillotine and then release the blade, even if you don't insert yourself into every conversation that's going on planet Earth?
There's no way.
Yeah, so apparently what happened was that one night, everyone had the same dream that the punishment for not inserting yourself into everyone's conversation was you get your dick chopped off by a guillotine, and we all just kind of ran with it. But researchers have discovered with 19,000% certainty that whether you do or don't insert yourself into everyone's conversation, getting your dick chopped off by a guillotine is completely optional.
Even when you don't know what the hell you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what actually surprised me the most.
It's like the world has totally changed.
Hey, one more. Did you know that you don't have to get ass fucked by a narwhal even if you don't scream out your opinions about every goddamn topic that trends on Twitter?
Then why are there narwhals?
Well, you know how every time archaeologists dig up someone who had a small mouth and was actually able to shut the fuck up, they find a narwhal tusk shoved up their ass? So we just assume that was a law of the universe, and that's why everyone blabs their mouths about every goddamn topic?
I remember 3rd grade.
Yeah, well, apparently somebody just made all that up and nobody even questioned it.
So you're saying for the first time in their lives, people can finally shut the fuck up without fear of having to get ass fucked by a narwhal?
That's what happens when you follow the science.